Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's fans are more prone than others to accept a conspiracy regarding negative takes and comments about Netflix's award-winning show The Crown, according to royal commentator Kinsey Schofield. Asked about the possible impact the fifth season of the show could have on members of the royal family, the founder of todayfordaily.com and host of the Today for Daily podcast told Express.co.uk, most young people are under the impression that they are watching a historical piece of cinema thanks to accurate costumes, superb acting, and a high-budget production. Specifically, people that favour the Sussexes tend to accept the conspiracy that any negative attention that the Crown receives is the media or commentators trying to shield you from the truth that the palace is somehow malicious. Commenting on the possible backlash members of the firm, and specifically those portrayed as the protagonists of the latest season of The Crown, could experience, M. Schofield added, "Fun fact, these individuals survived the 1990s once. They can do it again. I'm sure they anticipate a little online trolling, but they will be perfectly fine." The Crown, set to last for a total of 6 seasons, portrays a fictionalized version of events linked to the royal family which have taken place between 1947 and the early 2000s. The 4th season was met with criticism by some royal watchers and commentators for choosing to portray on-screen events close to modern days that either featured made-up details or were a hugely dramatized version of the truth. The season was met with calls on Netflix by many commentators as well as Princess Diana's brother Charles Spencer and even the then Culture Secretary Oliver Dowden to add a warning before each episode of the show to clarify to viewers they were not watching a documentary. However, the streaming platform said at the time it had no plans, and see no need, to add a disclaimer as it had always presented The Crown as a drama and it was confident its subscribers understand it's a work of fiction that's broadly based on historical events. Shortly after the release of that season in November 2020 heavily focused on Diana and King Charles's complicated relationship and his affair with Queen Camilla, Clarence House, the Twitter account of the King and Queen consort at the time, barred for a few weeks all accounts but those it mentioned or followed from replying to its tweets. While Charles and Camilla's office didn't provide a reason for this move, it was believed it had been in response to a huge surge of online hate targeting the two senior royals. Many of the comments appeared to be linked to events portrayed in The Crown. No working member of the royal family has officially commented on the show, but Camilla was happy to host during an engagement Emerald Fennell, who played her on screen during the show's seasons 3 and 4. During a reception hosted at Clarence House to mark International Women's Day, the then Duchess of Cornwall cracked a joke during her speech about the possibility of Ms. Fennell taking over during the event. She said, "For me, it's very reassuring to know that if I should fall off my perch at any moment, my fictional alter ego is here to take over. So, Emerald, be prepared." On the other hand, Prince Harry, who signed a multi-year deal alongside his wife with Netflix in 2020, discussed the show during an interview with James Corden in February last year. When a